wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Young. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
It's Young off play action. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. A big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Baker going to give it to Irving. Shifts past him at the 45. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Young. And Young will slide to the ground safely as he picks up the first down as well. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
From the shotgun, it's Young. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Yeah, if you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Young to throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Young takes it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave.
Yaya Diaby drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Mayfield now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Given 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
Here's 3rd and 6. To throw, Mayfield. Open man is Buccaneers. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Looking to put a drive together. Now Young. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They went to their big body tight end on 2nd down in hopes that he could plow his way to a 1st down, but they were ready for him defensively and ended up holding him to a modest gain.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. I'm going to call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got Buccaneers. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 20.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Irvin. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It was a Caleb Evans in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Once again, it's Irvin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is caught by Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O'Keefe taking it in. And the Bucs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Young now. And Sanders has got it complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Off the play fake, Young. Forced out to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 on the scramble there, and it'll leave him with a second and just a couple of inches.
At the Bucs' 15-yard line.
They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Young takes it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the great things about most guys that play on the offensive line is that they have patience and extreme confidence in themselves. This group's gotten pushed around the entire game, haven't been able to move the ball very well. But after picking up a first down, running it there, they feel a little bit better about themselves going forward.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. In for the sack, Deion Jones. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I don't care what level of football you play.
This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
He's got his receiver. That's Buccaneers. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second and a couple.
A gain of 7 brings up second down at the 36-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Mayfield off the play fake. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Emeka Buccaneers, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Panthers 3. Chase McLaughlin to kick
Following the
off for
touchdown,
Buccaneers.
here's McLaughlin to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Second down at the 28-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Young will set to throw. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. So he stopped for no gain. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. He was unable to shake free there. They cover him for a loss of a yard. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Right back to him on 1st down. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a 1st down.
Finding Otten once more. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And his pass incomplete. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new, it worked there. Young to throw it. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Looking to throw, Young. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected, they needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now Young. They'll find McMillan here. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the Buccaneers' 16-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Young to throw it. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back in the 22. The safety, Antoine Winfield, got in there that time. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brought down by DJ Wanham.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Go get him.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Throwing, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know, and most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with, and there's a completion right there.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 86 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. Wouldn't we clip out the box score? Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Mayfield now. There's a short one taken in by Otten. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
That would give Irving running right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Mayfield on play action. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Quick throw, finding Mike Evans. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Young off the play fake. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. And he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
Now Young. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll go again here with Hubbard. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Young now. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
First down, Carolina.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. They'll try to throw now. Young. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Sanders. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had two previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Bucs now. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Second and 7.
Now Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try and run here with Urban. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
Looking to put a drive together. Young will set to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
A play fake. Now Young.
That caught by Tremble.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Young. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted.
Still going inside the 20.
And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for Buccaneer TD.
And that pick 6, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
Looking to put a drive together. Back to it after the pick 6. Young. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing. Young. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 8. Now here's Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down at the Bucs' 34-yard line.
Here's Young. Open man, once again it's Thielen. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards, and the Panther 1st down.
Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
It'll be Young again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And with the scoreboard against him here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets him up with 1st and goal.
Young to throw it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a two-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second down.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Mayfield down. That is caught. And the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. On the handoff, this is Irvin. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On third down, they go with Irvin. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.